Hi everybody, Charlie here from Golf For You. In the next series of our videos, in the previous weeks Howard's spoken about why fitting matters, club length, lie, the different nuances between that and what effect and impact that it has on the golf ball, its flight and ultimately its direction. This got me thinking, how many of us seriously consider the golf ball? Now, before every fitting that we conduct here at Golf For You, it's a question that we ask, what golf ball are you using at the moment? I think as an industry, the question that we're not particularly asking maybe as much as we should be is why that particular golf ball? Is it because of the feeling of it? Is it because of the flight profiles that it can give some golfers, depending on how they deliver that club to that ball? Not forgetting that every single one of us is different in how we deliver it, and that ball flight profile is going to be slightly different. So every single one of us, like golf clubs, is individual swing, so really should be looking for golf balls that provide us the best possible outcome for our individual game as well. It's been really interesting talking to people, clients that we work with, and also friends and other professionals that I play with in terms of what they're looking for from the golf ball. And that varies. Some people are really switched on and switched into what the golf ball is, how it's made, the different types of golf ball, how it can react differently and how range balls react differently to the standard ball. And also there are some golf balls that are on sale in the market that you can buy. For example, I've been walking around pro shops and you will see lake balls, a pound a golf ball, okay? And to shock horror when people hit them, depending on how long it's been in the water, the ball takes off and goes like a snake mid-air, okay? So it's all that stuff that we have to consider and where we sit within the game of golf. Now, golf ball fitting, are you doing it? Are you thinking about it? If not, why not? Okay, I've already mentioned about people coming for fittings. It could be wedges, driving irons, drivers, whatever it may be. They're coming for fittings because they want the best outcome from the equipment that they're using. But not enough people are thinking about this as well. Talked about flight profiles earlier. Last year, I had a customer come to me and said, can I have a golf ball fitting? Thinking about it over the hundreds and hundreds of lessons that we have, as I mentioned, we ask about it in fittings, but actually asking people, and I've started to do this a lot more frequently recently, what golf ball are you using? Why are you using it? Here's a problem and here's my bugbear, okay? Playing with a lot of club golfers, I hear two things. What golf ball are you playing with? Oh, just the golf balls that I find. Massive issue there. We don't know how long they've been sitting in the ground, in wet ground, what they are, if dogs could have chewed them up, foxes could have chewed them up. The second one, and this is 99% of the responses that I receive regarding the golf ball, is price. Now, the market, similarly to equipment and each manufacturer having their different versions of clubs, golf balls, shoes, bags, whatever it may be, okay? It's an absolute minefield for some people. So I totally understand where some people go, oh, I go and buy my golf balls based on price because I'm losing a lot. That makes perfect sense. However, speaking with some manufacturers, even themselves have said where they have tour professionals, elite amateur golfers, whoever it may be, going to their performance studios or fitting centres, tour trucks, and not always being fitted in their premium tour golf ball. So that leads us to think, right, okay, well, if the manufacturers themselves aren't necessarily fitting everybody that they see always into their tour level golf ball, then what considerations are we making in everybody that we see, every round of golf that we have, and everybody playing this game of golf, what they're doing with this? Is this matching up with how they deliver the club and what they're specifically looking for? The guy who came to me last year looking for a golf ball fitting turned up. I knew what golf ball he was playing already. Okay, it was considered in that premium tour level bracket. And I said, what are you looking for from the golf ball? He naturally delivers it quite high anyway. And he said, I'm not looking for anything else other than distance. So that is a really useful marker for us, should I say, to go, right, okay, this is our baseline, this is what the client wants. Where do we start? Okay, in every golf ball fitting, the fitting starts from greenside. Looking at spin, launch profile, and then working our way back to pitching shots, the mid irons, into the long irons, and then ultimately what's it doing at the top end of the bag. Comparing that with the golf ball he was already using, or thought the golf ball he was using that he thought was best for him because it was a tour standard golf ball. And actually when we got down to the profile of it for this particular manufacturer, it wasn't one of their tour level performance golf balls. It was one of their mid-range golf balls that delivered and ticked all of the boxes that particular client wanted. It's a minefield, it really is. Similarly to some of the routes that we have now, the number of iron choices, driver head choices, fairway wood choices that we have, wedge choices, grinds, bounce, all of those options, grip options. We're getting more and more and more and more choice of absolutely everything. That includes the golf ball. Just sitting out in the office before coming in here today thinking, right, how many golf balls could I name off the top of my head? And before I knew it, I was up to sort of 30, 32. So if I then come for a golf ball fitting, I've got 30, 32 golf balls to possibly choose from, depending on the characteristics of what I want from that particular golf ball matching up with my game. So, golf ball fittings. If you haven't had one, think about having one. Talk about the golf ball a bit more with ourselves here or the professional that you go and see for lessons or your custom fitting. The choices are out there. You don't have to spend the top amount on choosing a golf ball. Alternatively, you don't always have to select the cheapest option for you. Sometimes that middle ground is absolutely perfect. So, golf ball, think about it. What do you want from it? Will it match up to how you deliver the club? And also, will it ultimately, like we're all looking for, make your game better all round?